Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Rama, and in today's video, I'll be breaking into every deal and discount you are going to want to know for Grand Theft Auto Online and the double money that we are going to be having this week. There's actually a lot of great discounts. We've had some pretty mediocre weeks throughout the past couple of months, but I will say, Rockstar has done a pretty good job over the past 3 weeks of giving us very good bonuses. Hopefully, they will be continuing. So, we're going to start off, as always, talking about the two freebies, which are the prize ride and the podium. We have here the podium vehicle, which is the Coquette D10. I wish this was the prize ride, because I would be trying to get it on my new Broke to Millions account for free. Unfortunately, it's at the podium, so basically it's just a 5% chance each day whether I get my hands on the vehicle or not. The Coquette D10 is one of the fastest cars in the game. I've made an entire video dedicated to why this vehicle has a speed glitch going for it, which allows it to average around 150 to 60 miles per hour whenever you're driving it on any highway, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, the Coquette D10 definitely would recommend to try and get your hands on this week. Then we arrive to the prize ride, which is the JB700 weaponized. It's an alright vehicle. It does have working machine guns, and you can equip a proximity mine, but it's only a slick mine, so it's really not going to do all too much. I like the look of the vehicle, but I don't think it's worth your time to get your hands on, so we're just going to ignore that and talk about this week's double money. And there's a lot of different ways to make money. First of all, 30% off any property when it comes to the motorcycle club. So if you're buying a clubhouse, all the upgrades and the property itself, 30% off. And if you are purchasing, let's say, a weed factory or a counterfeit cash manufacturer, well, all of those properties and upgrades are also 30% off. So if you are planning to purchase properties for your nightclub, let's say, for example, you want to get the Coke lockup and the math lab so that you can have the maximum income in your nightclub, well, this is the week to do so. And that's exactly what I'll be doing on my Broke to Millions account. I might also be grinding a little bit of Motorcycle Club because it is double money on the sale missions as well. So it's literally just a lot of extra money. Not only is it double money on the sale missions, but it's also double money on the contract. So Life and Death Bikes, which normally pays $27,500, is going to be paying what, $55,000, $56,000 each time you complete it. And judging that it only takes you around 5 to 4 minutes to complete, you can easily earn upwards of $600,000 to $700,000 an hour. As a new player, this week is absolutely insane, and I will be obviously breaking into that more tomorrow. We are currently driving the Coil Raiden, which is on sale, 30% off this week. It's a pretty good vehicle. I can't say there's anything great about it. It's just a Tesla at the end of the day. But if you like the look of it, it is on sale. The Raiden is normally, I'm actually trying to find where I wrote this down, it's normally $1.4 million. You can get it for $800,000 this week. We have an absolute steal, and you should buy this if you don't own it, the Obey Ominous EGT. This is essentially a 4-seater Ocelot Virtue. It can survive 10 homing missiles and 10 sticky bombs before being blown up, which is absolutely incredible. It has great acceleration because it is an electric car. And while a lot of people might not like electric cars, I can tell you for a fact that this is one of the best Amani Tech vehicles to get your hands on. This week, you can get it for $1 million, which is $800,000 cheaper than the normal $1.8 million. So I think it's a very good deal. I would highly recommend to get your hands on the Obey Ominous EGT. And then we move on to motorcycles. This is obviously a motorcycle week, so you would expect to see some motorcycles on sale. Out of the three, this is really the only one I would recommend buying, which is the Western Power Surge. The Power Surge is incredibly fast, and it's normally $1.6 million. This week you can get it for $1.1 million. The Western Power Surge has one of the highest top speeds for motorcycles in the game, and what's even better than that is it's electric, which means it has incredible acceleration. It is a stupid fast motorcycle. It has crazy good handling. I personally would highly recommend to get your hands on the Power Surge, mainly for completing time trials and the fact that it's just a really fun vehicle to mess around with. So I actually really like that motorcycle. We have the Chimera, which is normally $210,000. This you can get for $150,000. I can't really say anything too crazy about it. I mean, it looks cool, but it has really bad turning. It's like a motorcycle without any of the advantages of a motorcycle, and with all the disadvantages of a motorcycle being able to fall off on any crash. So, yeah, I can't really say there's anything good about it. I mean, look at how bad this thing's handling is. It's actually surprisingly awful. So, yeah, don't buy the Chimera. It looks cool. You can actually get a lot of cool wheelies out with it, but, yeah, I just personally cannot recommend to spend your money on it, although it is pretty cheap, so I guess in that regard, it's not too bad. We also have the Zombie Chopper, which is also a fairly inexpensive vehicle. It's normally $122,000. This week, you can get it for $85,000. It sounds amazing. Pretty sure it's based off a Harley, and, I mean, yeah, it sounds absolutely amazing. I also think it looks really nice. In terms of overall handling and performance, it's pretty mediocre, though, so I can't really say there's anything too spectacular about it, but for only $85,000, that is a pretty cheap price tag, and you can earn that within a couple minutes of playing GTA, to be honest. One time trial, and you can purchase this vehicle, so it's not a bad deal, and if you like it, pick it up. That's my personal advice. We move on to a vehicle that I would highly recommend that, once again, everybody that has the funds to gets their hands on, which is the Penod Law Corse. This is an Amani Tech vehicle. First of all, if you're playing on next generation console, you can turn it into an HSW sports car, and it makes it one of the fastest, in fact, if I'm not mistaken, the fastest lap time vehicle in the sports category when you make it HSW. Even on PC, it is still an incredibly maneuverable sports car and still in the top 10, which is kind of crazy. It's not the fastest top speed, but it is incredible on its overall maneuverability. It also features Amani Tech armor, which is fantastic, and I also just think it looks really cool. I mean, this current livery looks awful with the sticker bomb combined, but it's not my personal car, so I can't really say too much about it. We have two vehicles left. Starting off, we have the Obey I-Wagon. Honestly, I don't know too much about this. It's an SUV, and I'm personally not the biggest fan of SUVs. I think they're all right. This is a pretty quick SUV, though, as it is an electric vehicle. It's basically an SUV version of the Obey Ominous EGT, without any of the advantages of being an Amani Tech vehicle. You can pick up the I-Wagon for normally $1.7 million. This week, you can get it for $1.2, so pretty inexpensive, but still, it is kind of just your average SUV. I can't really recommend to buy it unless you are into that market. The final vehicle we arrive to, I personally cannot own on PC, as it is only a console vehicle, the HSW, or not the yeah, it is an HSW variant, but we have the Coil Cyclone 2. This is the base Coil Cyclone here, but yes, the Coil Cyclone 2 is on sale. It's normally $2.2 million. This week you can get it for $1.6 million. I still hate that Rockstar is not giving PC the HSW upgrades. It is incredibly annoying, and it's something I've been waiting for literally years, and they just haven't brought it out. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is everything to know about this week in Grand Theft Auto Online. It's a very good week. And while I don't think motorcycle clubs are generally worth it, I think when you do have double money weekends like this, if you are able to purchase the businesses on sale and take advantage of the missions with friends, I think you can do a very good job making some money. And at the end of the day, if you own a nightclub, it's good to stock up on the Coke Lockup and the Math Lab, just so you can get your hands on that passive income. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you'd like to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.